name is Yuki. Thank you for joining today Friendly Cook Along. Hello, everybody. And today's with the Royal Voluntary Service in partnership with Yakult. So we're going to make really beautiful, warm, healthy, and Japanese dumpling soup today, miso dumpling soup today. So today is in London. I'm in London. It's very, very cold and rainy. It's a bit miserable day. So today's session is a part of the Stay Safe, Warm and Well campaign. So perfect looking after ourselves during the dark and long, cold days. So everybody ready? So today I normally can't see everybody, but I can see. So please feel free to leave the comment on the private chat. And also, please share your dishes on the Facebook or Instagram, any social media. That would be amazing. I love to see your dish as well. So, are you guys ready to cook? And here's quite simple. So, I hope everybody had any difficult to find the ingredients. And also, you can find a slightly different vegetables in your fridge. That's absolutely fine. So I'm just going to a little bit of recap about the ingredients and we're going to start cooking. So shall we start? Okay. So what we need to do, so 3 parts. What we need to do, I want you to ask before soak the kombu. So probably not very familiar with this dish. Here you go. So this is a kombu, which is Japanese kelp, and also shiitake mushroom, dried one. So these both are from dried. So everybody drop this one in a water. It's about 600 to 800, it's a little bit less than a liter of the water. Hopefully from last night or this morning, long as possible. So if you forgot and then you already have this one, you can pour the whole hot water or boiling water just now and infuse for about 10 minutes. So we're going to do something else, then it'll be fine. Okay. Or if you couldn't find it at all, then you can use any stock. It's fine. Chicken stock and vegetable stock, even stock cube. Anything is fine. So it's very relaxed. So, but this is a traditional way to make called dashi. So I just dropped this morning. So it's nice and strong flavors, very Japanese flavors, and it smells in here. Okay. So I'm going to just leave it on the side, just in case everybody has the time to soak or get ready for that, sorted out your stock. It's okay. Good. So I'm just going to put in the side. So just 2 in here, about 600 to 800 milliliters of water in here. Okay. So we're going to use later. So if you forgot, just pour the boiling water, please, like a tea, and then infuse. Then in probably 15 minutes, you can nice smell and flavor come out from kelp and dried shiitake mushroom. Okay. Good. So some questions. So alternative mushrooms. Yeah, even though if you have like a other mushroom is fine as well. If you have a porcini mushroom or any dried mushroom, or you can do any vegetables. I mean, I'm just talking about. You want to talk about for the dashi or for the later on? So later on, probably if you don't have a mushroom, then you can completely skip and you can add any vegetables. In terms of the dried shiitake mushroom, you can do just completely avoid, and then you can add any like chicken stock or only kelp. It's absolutely fine. Okay. Hopefully you understand. Okay, clear? So let's get started. So I want you to do first dumplings. So it's like a gnocchi. I call my daughter always call Japanese gnocchi. It's a little dumpling. So we're gonna make. So it's very free to use any type of flour, to be honest. So today I use buckwheat because I love to do gluten-free diet. So I love buckwheat. So buckwheat. And you can use the plain flour, any wheat flour. Pretty much you can do any type of flour, it's fine. and starch. So corn starch, again, you can do the different type of starch. It's fine. So what I'm going to do, 100 grams of flour and 130 grams of cornstarch. Okay. So then meantime, I need about 8 to 90 milliliters of boiling water. So if you have a kettle or small pot, it's about 1 cup is more than enough. So basically, you just need the boiling water. So let me do this one. By the way, this is my hob. So I'm just gonna do boiling water to get ready. So meantime, okay, so I want you to use the chopsticks. Obviously, if you don't have a chopsticks, you can use a dinner fork, absolutely fine. So mix this 100 grams of flour, plain flour or any flour, and 30 grams of starch, corn flour, okay? And tapioca flour, any flour, starch is fine. So like this, mix. Okay, so try to use scale if you have. That's much more accurate. So if you could. Okay, so then, oh yes, pinch of salt, please. That makes combine together. It's nice, and let's pinch of salt. Okay, so that's mix. So then when it gets boiled, the water, I need about 80 to 90 milliliters boiling water. So about 6 tablespoons, roughly. So it depends on the flours, especially my buckwheat is a bit more dry. So I wanted to use a little bit more quantity, so about 90 milliliters. But if you have a plain flour, you probably need about 80. So about 5 or 6 tablespoons to start with. Okay, so now it's boiling now. How about yours? It's good? Good. Anyone's? I wish I can see you guys, but it should be good. Good. So then, okay, mine is starting to boiling now. So then I'm just going to use my scale, digital scales. Okay, so let's see. So basically 80, 90 grams or 80, 90 milliliters. So basically the same. Okay, boiling now. Good. So then I'm just going to do accurate as possible. Yes, it's 90. So normally I use 90 for my buckwheat. Very careful, it's very hot. So just add into this mixture, then mix. So obviously it's very, very hot, so please be careful. And then combine, mix together. Then when it starts, let it a little bit cool down, and you manage to touch. Ooh, nice. So then you can use the hand to a little bit knead the dough. Okay, so it's quite sticky here. See? Okay. So you don't have to it's not like pasta making or bread making. So this is very relaxed. You just need to combine all together, and then just making that one dough, So like this. And then we're going to rest a little bit. Okay, so that's all together. It's almost like squeeze that dough. Okay, so then put together. Nice. So even you don't have to too much kneading. Okay, so if you have a dry and nice clean surface, maybe a little bit mixed together, be great. Okay, so a few minutes should be enough. Okay. Any question, guys? It's okay? Thanks. Okay. So good. So if you have any question, please comment or chat. So I try to answer as much as I can, but should be good. So should be good. So depends on the flour used, then sometimes. So this one is a bit sticky, but it should be good. So you don't have to worry about kneading. Okay. So make a nice and bowl. I'm gonna wash my hands. So I need some cling film or any like a beeswax or something to rest the dough. Sorry, let me wash my hand. Good. Okay, so nice, everyone. It's all put together and nice and smooth. So I have cream film here. So you can use the beeswax, Ziploc, but try to airtight as possible. So it's good to have this. Okay, so just wrap around, rest. Or even you can put it in a rest in the bowl, it's fine. And then cover with this cream film or beeswax. Okay, let's put it in here. So don't put it in a fridge, please. Just leave it on the room temperature, so by the counter. Okay. So hopefully everybody finish the dough with me. Good. Good, good, good. So then we're gonna do back to this stock. So how's everyone? So if you have just using the chicken stock cube, you need 800 milliliters of water, and maybe 1 or 2 cubes is putting it in water. So that's all you need to do. And if you have both shiitake, dried shiitake mushroom and kombu, so we've been soaking here. Okay, so I want you to take it out, dried shiitake mushroom, squeeze out, nice and soft now, and quite expanded, and nice soft. So I'm just gonna take it out, squeeze out, and then we're gonna use this one for lay down. So it's great things about dried shiitake mushroom. You can have this one as well. Okay, so the main of this shiitake kelp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a hot to medium heat to start bring to the boil. So try to bring to the boil. Okay, so medium heat. Okay, then try to bring the boil. So when it's reached the boiling point, you just need to take it out, this kelp. Otherwise it gets slimy and it is too much. So just nice and then keep eye on this, and then you just take it out when it boiled. Okay, so let me do this. Just keep eye on this. Get up. Good. So then I'm just gonna do this one. So it's a shame to put in the bin, obviously. So I'm just gonna do slice, 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 and then we're gonna use for later. Okay, try to slice, 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 slice. Okay, good, good, good. Like this. Try to nice and thin. I love mushroom, so I'm gonna introduce another mushroom later on, and hopefully everybody gets that different type of mushroom. Fantastic. Good. So mushroom has got a lot of vitamin D, so you can get a lot of good for the cold, protect the cold, and perfect for the winter time. There you go. So this is dried shiitake mushroom, and sliced it, and then I'm gonna use for later on. Here we go. Okay. So so let's go. So then in the meanwhile, I want to introduce today's vegetables. So you can do really any type of vegetable is fine, but I just wanted to do leek. So leek is really nice and sweetness. See, so I'm gonna use leek, or you can use a spring onion in future, or any like a white onion, absolutely fine. And carrot, of course, it's good for the carrot, and medium size. And sweet potato, obviously you can use any type of potato, but a sweet potato is much higher nutrition value than normal potatoes. So, and also nice and sweet. So you can use a sweet potato. And today I got the mushroom called shimeji mushroom, which is a very popular Japanese oriental mushroom. So it's really beautiful looking as well, and it's very aromatic. It's just beautiful. And sometimes I cook with the rice and it's very, very traditional, authentic mushroom. So Japanese mushrooms. So I bought the brown one and the white one. So you can find in an oyster mushroom and elenge, porcini mushroom, like similar to porcini mushroom. You can do lots of different variety, and also you can find in a frozen mushroom from a local supermarket as well. So it's really handy. You can find in a keep it in a freezer. So anyone got some frozen mushroom today? And other things I heard, when it gets frozen, mushroom gets much more nutrition value. So if you have a leftover fresh mushroom, you can put it in a Ziploc and then keep in the freezer. And you can use for the risotto or pasta or stir fry. It's very handy. Okay, so I got the shimeji mushroom today. And also spinach. So this is a baby spinach. Sometimes you can use for the salad. But I'm going to use like a big 2 handful, about 100 grams worth. But when it's cooked, it's going to be like small. So I'm going to use like a big 2 handful today, about 100 grams. Okay. And chicken. So obviously, if you're a vegetarian, you don't need to chicken. And then you can maybe add in an extra vegetables, like a potato, maybe good, or more carrot or more mushrooms. That's absolutely fine. So I have a chicken thigh. We use in a chicken thigh. I'm just gonna chop a small piece, cut into the small pieces. Wait. Yeah. So I'm just gonna back to here. Sorry. And so that's all we need ingredients for the vegetables and chicken. Okay. So then, meanwhile, here we go. So you can see this boiling now. Okay. So you don't want to keep boiling. So I'm gonna turn the heat the moment and then take out this kombu. So you can smell. So this is a flow of umami. So from the shiitake mushroom and kombu. So got nice stock we call dashi. That's the Japanese classic dashi here. So questions. What are you going to do with this? So after make the dashi. So this leftover kelp. So 2 choice. 1, you can put in a bin, obviously. But it's great for the compost, apparently. So you can put in a compost. But it's a shame to put in a bin, actually. So my mom always said, just eat it. So this is a great nutrition as well. So it's a shame to put in a bin. So just slice it, and then you can put it back in here, or you can use it for stir fry, or just eat itself. Pretty good. It's nice and crunchy. So it's not like a best meal for you, but it's good to keep, and you can have it like a snack or something, or you can put in a stir fry. It's really nice. So please keep for this one. Okay. It's a super fiber as well. So fibers is one of the things really important for your health. So it's great for fits for fiber. Right. So mushrooms and shiitake mushroom and kelp stock is done. So dashi is here. So then I'm just gonna do a little bit of chop. Then we're gonna add into the here. Then add that soy milk and the seasoning, and then drop the dumpling, and it's pretty much done. Okay, so let's do this one. So let me put this one in here then. Okay, so everybody all right? So get ready for all the vegetables and the meat on the table, please. So here we go. So here's a potato, sweet potato. So I wanted to peel the potato first. Here you go. So peel the potato. And, okay, nice. Good. And a little bit of trim this edge. So I wanted to cut. So really, you can cut as much as you want. The shape is more free to cut, but I'm going to cut into the half. Quite careful. Okay. Then in a flat, so 2 pieces here. And I cut into another piece. And make it like a dice. Okay, so sweet potato cook actually quite quickly, so you don't need to be too small. That's nice. So it depends. If you love like more rustic, and you can cut them much bigger. But I'm gonna cut into about 1 centimeter, like small dice. Okay, so that's the sweet potato. And this is a carrot, about medium size. Peel again. And again, you can cut in the dice, small dice, or let me show you the little bit Japanese way to cut. I call pencil cut. Okay, this is quite useful. So what I do, cut into, let me trim and cut into the diagonal. Okay, so then twist 90 degree and then cut again. So keep cutting that same angle, but just twist the 90 degree. And then always kind of quite interesting. I don't know what this called shape, but it's quite interesting. Evenly, you can cut. Okay, so that's nice. So I sometimes do for the roast, stews. It's really nice. So cut. So always same direction. Cut, cut. About 40 degree direction, and then a 90 degree twist the carrot. So see, it's nice. Okay. So keep going, keep going. It is. So this is my carrot, it's done. Or you can cut simply this little cube or dice. Cut is fine. So then this one, leek. I mean, you can use any part. So I use half of it. Sometimes skinny ones, huge one. So, yeah, as much as you want, but it's nice and sweetness. So I'm going to do cut into diagonal about half centimeter. So let's seam slice diagonal. Again, a little bit more like Asian style, isn't it? Like a Japanese style. Cutting. So diagonal, slice, slice, slice. Okay. So you can do spring onion as well. Okay. Good, good, good. So that all the vegetables, cut, cut, cut. Okay, so then mushroom. Okay, you can have this dried shiitake mushroom, and I have today shimeji mushroom. So one more thing's important. Please do not wash the mushrooms. It's like a mushroom is like a sponge, so you just like soak up. So you don't want to. So it should be clean. So if it's a wild mushroom or something, then a little bit dirty, then you can use a cloth to be clean, but you don't need too much to worry about actually. So like this, I'm just gonna remove this end, and this is just a little tidy up. Okay, very good. So like this for me. So if you have an oyster mushroom, just slice it. Everything is like a thin slice like this. Or just break down the shimeji mushroom. So about 100 to 150 grams would be great. And or if you want to, you can put more, right? And then, so this one, green vegetables, you can do the kale or this is a baby spinach. So I'm just gonna do it in the end, otherwise get like almost like disappeared. So I'm just gonna put it in the end. And kelp, wash, and a small cut, and baby spinach, you don't do anything, just leave it like this, and then on side, please. And then chicken. So you have a chicken option, and then it's really nice. Actually, chicken has Japanese people eat much less meat, but it's quite nice to have more like a flavor. So it's not rather than have like a huge portion of meat. So this is more like a flavor. So I'm just gonna cut this thigh to bite size, about like this. Okay, I skin it and also remove the bone. Okay, so then cut about bite size. You don't have to do too small because it's going to be shrink, but not too big. Okay, good, good. So I have a 2 thigh here. So I'm going to put it in here and just cut into bite size. Pretty good. Okay, you can do the tofu if you like tofu. I love tofu. So you can put the tofu. It's any type of protein if you like. You can do the beans, like a chickpea. absolutely fine. So let me wash my hands. It's a chicken. Okay, so I hope I'm not too fast. Okay, it's good. It's a lot of comment. Thank you, tasty. I hope so. Hi, Maria. There's a lot of people commenting. Thank you. So hopefully everybody get ready. Chop, chop, chop. And if you add in more like daikon, for example, Japanese radish, it's really nice. And yeah, pumpkins, squash. You can put any type of vegetable in future, or you can do now. Okay, so like this. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna bring this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna heat up again. So I'm just gonna heat up again, and I'm just gonna cook these vegetables. So especially carrots, you need to cook. So to be honest, you can put everything one go. Why not? Okay, so just cook with this, heat up, and cook for about 2-3 minutes. So don't worry. So you feel kind of like, oh, a little bit need more liquids, but don't worry. We're gonna put that soy milk and some water released from mushrooms and vegetables. So I'm just gonna put this, everything, nice, nice, nice. Okay, and you can put the bring to the boil. Oops, stop. Okay, good. So I'm just gonna cook with this medium-high heat, and just bring to the boil and cook the vegetables. Okay, and chicken. Okay, everybody. So meantime, so I'm just gonna do. So just put in here. Good. So meantime, what I wanted to do is I want to add that more here. So before adding in a seasoning, I wanted to introduce the soy milk. So obviously you can buy from soy milk. So everybody gets soy milk. Now that you can buy a lot of plant-based milk. So soy milk is one of the very popular in Japan as well. I grew up with soy milk. You can make actually easily. And then I found this one is really good because quite often you can find a sweet one. So I don't want to get sweet one. And so you unsweetened soy milk. Or you can make soy milk from almost like a soya cream from tofu. So hopefully everybody gets that soft silken tofu. I mean, if you found that one is a firm thick one, then you can add a little bit more water. So please water about 50 to 60 milliliter of water add into the tofu. And if you bought the soya milk, you just need about 200 milliliters, pretty much 1 cup of soya milk to get ready. And here's 150 grams of tofu and about 50-60 milliliters of water. And if you have like a hand blender or blender to liquidize like this, oopsie. Okay, look, whee! Is that nice? Make a beautiful creamy soy milk. So I love this. Okay, it's very nice and thick. Good. Oops. Nice, nice, nice. So that's my soya cream, soya milk is here. And if you're using the commercial soya milk, you just need that 200 milliliters, please. So ideally, unsweetened one, please. But don't worry, if you bought that sweetened one, that's fine. I can help for that. No problem. Please, you just use it. So like this. Maybe I'm gonna put it in the lid a little bit. So otherwise, it's too evaporated. So I'm just going to reduce the heat to about medium heat or medium low heat. Okay. So how is the sound? It's good. So cook. So you don't have to worry about this stage to cook completely, but it's nice to cook, and then more liquid come out, and then nice and shiny looking vegetables. How are you? It's good. Good. That's good. That's good. Right. So then I'm just gonna do. So let's see how it is doing. Good. So how's everybody? I wanted to do too fast. Doing well? Everybody? Good. So everybody ready for the soy milk, soy cream, tofu milk? So I'm just gonna pour into here. Then I'm gonna explain about the Japanese ingredients. Okay, just put in all of them. So, like this. Ooh, nice and creamy. So here is the ingredients today. I want you to get ready. Okay, just kind of simmering the moment to cook and make sure that all the vegetables cook. So what I'm gonna do here's mirin and sake and miso. So today's more important flavor is the miso. It's like a miso soup, but creamy miso soup. So I hope everybody gets the miso. And there's so many options these days, so which is great. So this is my little bit of show off. This is my homemade miso. I made it 2000. This one is at 2019. Yeah, so it is really nice. My homemade miso. You can use the white miso, brown miso, which is quite good for this recipe. But again, if you have a red miso or dark miso, absolutely fine. So this is my miso is a brown rice miso. Okay. All right, so then in a mirin. So do you know anything about mirin and sake? So sake is a rice wine, which is really important for Japanese people for drinking as well. So tasty to drink, but also it's amazing for the improve the flavor. So sake is very, very, very important for cooking. So please buy the one. This is good to have a one bottle. And this is a very tiny one. It's quite useful. And cooking sake is absolutely fine. You don't have to buy the premium one. So I hope everybody buy the super premium one. So, I mean, you can drink it. It's really nice after this. So then, let me see. Let's keep checking this my soup. So this one is very, very, very good for you. So if you don't have it, you can use the white wine and Chinese rice wine, absolutely fine. Or if you really can't find it, that's fine. You don't need to put in here today. But it's just to improve enhance the flavor. So umami, boost the umami. So it's good to have for the future. Okay, so you can keep in the fridge after open. And mirin. Mirin is very, very important. So a lot of people talk about mirin. So this is my favorite mirin called Mikawa mirin. It's really good. So maybe darker than probably you have. It's just different types, but it's basically mirins, but very good quality, basically. Mirin. If you don't have a mirin, you can use a sherry or a little honey or a little sweetness. And if you bought today sweet soy milk, please don't put this one because it's going to be too sweet. So it's enough. So basically, mirin is alcohol, similar to wine, sake. So this is made from rice, but more like a sherry, sweet wine. So this is dry wine, sake. And this is a sweet wine, like a sherry or port wine. So anything you wanted to have as like a sweetness, you can use this one. Okay, so but if you can't find it, then you can use the honey or sugar. Or today, if you by chance you bought that sweet soy milk, please skip this one. Okay, so good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do quick, dum. So I'm just gonna pour this about half tablespoon of mirin And second, pretty much splash about 1 tablespoon here. So umami boost. Okay. So then, then we're gonna do is very easy peasy. Okay. So you can see that more soft and then more shiny vegetable. You can see the more shiny. That means it's getting ready now. So could you unwrap your dough? Nice, isn't it? Okay. Good. Then I need a teaspoon. Okay, so I need teaspoon to use. So this teaspoon to just really rustically, like small. So it's gonna get bigger. So you need to scrape, then drop into that stew. Okay, in the pot, just drop it. So don't put too big and too rustic. Some family make like huge one, but personally I like small one. It's a bit like a gnocchi size. Okay, so drop, and cook for about 5-10 minutes. Be good. Just keep making, so drop to make sure inside it's nice. So mine's buckwheat, so you can see a bit more kind of browny color. So probably if you use normal plain flour, then they're much more silky white. So you can change. And sometimes I do plain flour, sometimes do different flour, and it works very well. So especially buckwheat is very nice flavor and healthy too. Put in here. So drop. And then leave it for a little bit more and cook. So you can see this, keep the shape. Cook. So it's good. So how's everyone doing? Good. So nice. So hopefully everyone keep up with me. Same. It's like a gnocchi style. It's good. So you can see this is gonna be quite nice, 3-4 people's portions. But sometimes I do for like on side. So small, like a small bowl, and then you can have the main dish as well. So you can do, and also you can keep in the fridge for a couple of days. So you can use for another lunch or tomorrow. Okay. So it's good. So I'm just gonna keep cooking, and then I'm gonna explain about the miso a little bit. And in the meantime, gnocchi's dumpling is cooked. Then I'm just gonna finish off this vegetables, spinach. Then add the miso. So miso is always when you're making the miso soup or sauce for the stir fry. You can use a lot of miso, but always in the end. So this is a fermented soya beans. So a lot of probiotics in here. So it's amazing for the fiber, protein, and full of umami. So this is most important for Japanese people. So always has that miso in the fridge. So you can find in a small packet or small jar. You can buy it, and then after open, keep in the fridge just in case, because it's full of probiotics. It's still alive, so it's good to keep in the fridge after open the jar. So you probably find some people know about the miso. Then when you buy the different type of miso, all the miso has got different strengths, so it's very hard to quantify. So normally 2-3 tablespoons for this recipe, maybe 3 tablespoons. But again, if you find a like strong one, might be less. And if you bought the very light ones, like a white miso or called saikyo miso, which is a Kyoto miso, it's very delicate and very, very sweet. So you might need a more quantity. So, but always in the end. So let's see. So let's have a look. It's nice. So you can see the farm up, that dumpling, and you can see a little bit more floated, like nice, just basically like making a gnocchi, cooking the gnocchi. So I think this is getting ready, to be honest. Okay. So then I'm just gonna put, either would be fine. You can put the spinach first or later, doesn't matter, because basically spinach just cook itself. So you don't need to using the heat, cooking heat. So let's see. So actually, I'm ready, to be honest. Yeah, it's nice. Ooh, nice. So as long as carrot is cooked, I think carrot is the hardest vegetable in here. So as long as carrot is tender and gnocchi, this dumpling is nice and firm up, then should be done. So at least like 5 minutes. So 10 minutes, more than enough. Depends on your size of that dumpling and vegetables. Right. I think I'm going to be ready to add the miso. Okay, so this is the technique normally Japanese people do. So scrape the 1 tablespoon and it scrape a little bit, scoop the little bit of liquid and add it, and then melt in the ladle. Then you can get nice even melt, dissolve the miso. Okay, and then to be honest, you can taste it. So 1 tablespoon is probably a little bit less. I mean, not enough. So one more spoon actually. So add another 1 tablespoon and melt, and you can taste it. Okay. Why not? So this stage, pretty much you can turn off the heat because it's beautiful, like lots of probiotics here. So if you cook high heat and then destroy them. Okay. Actually, mine is enough. So mine is a big 2 tablespoons and done. So I don't know yours. So just little by little, and then increase, and then when you're happy, done. Then I'm just gonna add big 1 or 2 tablespoons of another tablespoon, handful of spinach or kale. So kale might need to cook longer, but spinach you just leave it and then let it cook. Okay, that's it. So turn off the heat. I'm just gonna put back. Okay, so that's all you need to do. Perfect. Okay, so that's gonna be, so I'm just gonna slowly like mix it. Okay, so that's your sweeten is ready. Here we go. How's everyone? It's good. So I just wanted to know, so if you have any questions, comments, please, we still have a time, pretty good timing. So if we just cooking enough 45 minutes, which is quite good result, I think. Anyone? So yes, that'd be great if you share with me or share with Yakult website and Yakult social media, and also your loyal voluntary service. And we can share the photo and the delicious dinner or afternoon, your snack. So it's good. Let me have a look. It's good. Perfect. Loving this tip. So thank you so much, Irene. It's good. Yes, lots of tips, and yes, it's a little things, big help. Delicious. Thank you. You already made it. Well done. Looks lovely. Thank you. So lots of nice comments, everyone. We start to introduce catch up. Yes, dumpling things. Please feel free to contact me, and if you miss some part or if you're not really clear, contact me my email or go to the website and or commenting from Instagram. I always can help for this. And also go to the downloads to Royal Voluntary Service and download that more information as well. Good. Please drop the message and share in the photo. Good. Let's have a look a little bit more. And thank you so much. Yes. So I hope everybody keep safe and eat well and keep warm and have a nice winter time. And hopefully we can see soon. And again, thank you so much for organizing Royal Volunteer Service and partnership with the Yakult. And yes, I hope you eat well and a healthy winter and have a lovely afternoon and evening. Bye-bye.